So this on this auspicious day, even I was reading that even Jesus Christ took birth on this Makara Sankranti day. But how come it is January 14th? That year Sankranti was it came on December 25th prior. And one devotee was writing in folio, it is there. Even on this auspicious Makara Sankranti, even Sant Carla, he comes from north to here down to distribute mercy. So this is very auspicious day. It is very time immemorial. This celebration is happening. This is not nowadays festival. This Makara Sankranti is a very auspicious day. And especially Jew, our temple got inaugurated on this, inauguration day, and our Khargar temple also opened on this day, and Makara Sankranti day, Jew distributes more than 2 to 3 lakhs plates of prasadam. It is a very nice description how Srila Prabhupada, you know, did that on the auspicious day of Makara Sankranti. So now we will discuss NOI, nectar of instruction. There are 11 verses actually. These 11 verses complete guidance of all instructions in a condensed form. It is written like a rabdi. खोआ कैसे बनता है इतना दूध लेना पड़ता है दूध और like milk is like a Vedas, and rabdi is like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita, and that is even condensed. It becomes like peda. So that peda is envoy, nectar of all instructions. And Srila Rupa Goswami is the most authoritative person. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has instructed them to write the scriptures. And the essence of all the scriptures. It is very difficult to find out what is what, which one we have to give more preference, and everything. But Srila Rupa Goswami, on the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself, with the mood of Srimati Radharani, has ordered Rupa Goswami to write books, and Radharani is specially certified this. And what else is required? So we should never get confused about any duties, any philosophy in our sampradaya. So in the preface, Srila Prabhupada is writing, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So this Krishna preface we are reading, nectar of instruction. This meaning itself is telling nectar of all instructions, 11 instructions. Among that, 8 are very prominent for sadhakas, especially for sadhakas, starting devotees. Starting means what? Who are starting? Who are got? When we will start our bhakti, when we surrender to spiritual master. जिसको गुरु नहीं है वो भक्ति प्रारंभ नहीं हुआ उनका. There is no master. दीक्षा मीन्स आई हैव मास्टर. जैसा स्त्री होती है, अगर उसको शादी नहीं हुआ है तो कितना भी फ्रेंड्स हो सकता है, बट शादी नहीं हुआ मतलब उसको मास्टर नहीं है, कोई मालिक नहीं है उसका जीवन का. ऐसी हमारा जीवन में भी अगर गुरु प्राप्त नहीं हुआ, जैसा गुरु नहीं है मतलब वो उसको फेथ नहीं है, उसको कृपा नहीं है, भले वो कितना भी अच्छा भक्त हो, ही इज यूजलेस. है ना. हम किस संप्रदाय में गुरु को प्राप्त ब्रह्मांड भ्रमित को ना भाग्यवान जो गुरु कृष्ण प्रसाद पाए भक्ति लता बीज. Embodiment, Srila Rupa Goswami writes first 5 among the all 64 principles is to accept spiritual master. गुरु एक व्यक्ति आया था, मैं भी भक्ति करता हूँ, ये सब करता हूँ, तो गुरु नहीं है तो तुम्हारा भक्ति प्रारंभ ही नहीं हुआ। शुरुआत होना है, शुरुआत होती है गुरु को शरणागति करने से, तब तक शरणागति नहीं हो। प्रैक्टिसिंग ग्राउंड में तुम प्रैक्टिसिंग ग्राउंड में कितना भी सिक्सर मारेगा क्रिकेट में, कोई फायदा नहीं, दैट विल नॉट बी काउंटेड। एक्चुअल गेम में आप भले कुछ भी प्ले किया, दैट ऑल विल बी काउंटेड। So in our life, bhakti starts from Sharanagati to Guru. And we have to give our life, mind, words, everything, whatever donations, everything we should give to ISKCON. So there's a nectar of instruction is such a Rupa Goswami. Yes, Rupa Goswami is the leader of all Goswamis, and he has written this nectar of instruction. So we will read a preface. Before reading, preface, before facing, we have to read the importance of this book. How important it is. So Srila Prabhupada, from the lotus mouth of Srila Prabhupada, we will hear. He's a founder-acharya. He's a preeminent Siksha Guru who has recommended this book. He has written purposefully for the ISKCON devotees. Before he wanted to live, he may live in between also. So Srila Prabhupada has given this book very very important. What is our duty? Should not get confused. So, preface. So, the Krishna Consciousness movement is conducted under the supervision of Srila Rupa Goswami. Our ISKCON is guided by Rupa Goswami's teachings. First and foremost line in our this nectar of instruction, we are followers of Rupa Goswami. Our process is Yukta Vairagya, which is given by Rupa Goswami. The Gaudiya, who are we? The Gaudiya Vaishnavas or Bengali Vaishnavas are mostly followers of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of whom the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan are direct disciples. Direct disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. These 6 Goswamis, direct disciples. Therefore, Srila Narottam Das Thakur has sung, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Vaibe Akuti Kabeya Me Buja Vise Yugala Piriti. Can somebody read this green line? Green. Meaning of this verse?
Hare Krishna. When I am eager to understand the literature given by Goswamis, I shall be able to understand the transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna.
So how we can understand Radha and Krishna affairs? That is our rasa. राधा and कृष्ण क्या करता है वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है हमारे लिए. Transcendental loving affairs of Radha and Krishna. How we can understand that? So when I am eager to understand the literatures given by Goswamis, first of all, we have to go through Goswami literatures with the Prabhupada purports. Then only we can understand Radha and Krishna affairs, loving affairs. Otherwise, we will understand like an ordinary thing. It is not meant for everyone. So, Radha Krishna, Rupa Raghunatha Pade Vive Akuti. Kavya me bujavase yugala piriti. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in order to bestow upon the human society benediction of signs of Krishna. He wanted to teach the affairs of Radha and Krishna, which is very secret. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give this. Anarpita charanchira. So अभी तक किसी को दिया नहीं, वो देने के लिए आया. That is very, very important. Till now, we never bestowed such offering. What is that? Signs of Krishna. Okay. Can somebody read this? Blue.
Hare Krishna. The most exalted of all the activities of Lord Krishna are his pastimes of conjugal love with the gopis. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani, the best of the gopis. Therefore, to understand the mission of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in his footsteps, one must very seriously follow in the footsteps of the six Goswamis, Sri Rupa, Sanatan, Bhatta, Raghunath, Sri Jiva Gopal Bhatta, and Das Raghunath.
So, the most exalted activities of Lord Krishna are the pastimes of love with the gopis. And we should be very clear. What is our goal of life? Gopir Varta Pada Kamalayor Das Dasanu Dasanu Das. This is the mood of our sampradaya. We should not worship Balakrishna. That is not our mood. Our mood is not worshipping Balakrishna. Kishore Krishna, Kaishore Krishna, Kaishori, young Krishna and young Radharani. We should assist in their affairs. That is the most, that conjugal love is pure. Nothing, no contamination. Most exalted activities of Krishna are pastimes of love with Guru. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Who is the Radharani? The best of the gopis. तो हमको क्या करना है? Therefore, to understand the mission of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and follow in his footsteps, one must be very seriously following the footsteps of six Goswamis. We should read about six Goswamis. Who are they? So, without reading these Goswamis, we cannot understand anything. So, these Goswamis are our real heroes. Srila Prabhupada is presenting nicely. Okay. So, Radharani is the leader of all gopis. Among Manjaris, there are many Manjaris. Among all the Manjaris, Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari is the leader. Sri Rupa Goswami was the leader of the whole Goswamis. And to guide our activities, we have this Upadeshamrita, nectar of instruction to follow. किसके लिए? सिर्फ कंठस्थ करके प्रवचन देंगे दूसरों के लिए. Yes, we will give lectures on this. No, we to follow. We have to implement. What we have to implement? What nectar of instruction has given? Even who has given it? Rupa Goswami. Who is Rupa Goswami? The leader of all Goswamis, direct disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Loving affairs of Krishna and Radha. Mood. So we have seen clear path. आजकल राधे राधे बोलते हैं. चैतन्य महाप्रभु राधा रानी का मूड लेके आके बोला नहीं जप करने के लिए राधे राधे बोल भले कोई भी चीज है ना. सो वी शुड नेवर गेट डिस्टर्ब anything. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself with the Radharani mood. And Goswamis were direct assistants of Radharani. Gopis and Gopis assistants, sorry. Their assistants, Manjaris of, or Manjaris are the assistants of, and Rupa Goswami is a leader. So Rupa Goswami, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left behind the 8 verses known as Sikshastakam. What Mahaprabhu has given us? Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita. But we cannot understand 700 verses and cannot conclude. Krishna has given conclusion. Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam sharanam praja. Aham tam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyajivam namaskuru. Mame vesyatam te pratijane priyosmi. Still people don't understand the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. Even after reading, how to do it is written in Sikshastakam. How to surrender to Krishna, our mind completely to Krishna is written in Sikshastakam. 8 verses. Every day we recite this Sikshashtakam, which is written by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left Sikshashtakam, then the Goswamis, what they have left us? The Rupa Goswami gave us Upadeshamrita, so that we may become pure Vaishnavas. Our goal is not to make big temples or anything. First of all, that is also a goal. But foremost important thing is our goal is pure devotional service. What Guru has told us, we have to do that. If Guru has not told us to do something, we should not do that. This is also a biggest service. हमको जो गुरु नहीं बताया वो सेवा नहीं करना चाहिए. Shikshashtakam is a thing which given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to how the essence of Bhagavad Gita has to be implemented through Shikshashtakam. And Shikshashtakam also, not everybody can follow it. To understand Shastakam, we need to understand Upadeshamrita, so that we may become pure Vaishnava. Okay, can somebody read this thing? Can you assign some devotees? Can read.
Yes, Ruja, I'll assign alphabetically, it will be easy. Aradhan Prabhu.
Yes. In Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, bro.
In all spiritual affairs, one's first duty is to control his mind and senses. Unless one controls his mind and senses, one cannot make any advancement in spiritual life. Everyone within this material world is engrossed in the modes of passion and ignorance. One must promote himself to the platform of goodness, Sattva Guna, by following the instructions of Rupa Goswami, and then everything concerning how to make further progress will be revealed.
First and foremost thing of a duty of a devotee is to control his mind and senses. Should not let this mind and senses leave. Freedom. Giving freedom to mind and senses is not bhakti. We have to control our mind and senses. Nowadays everybody will comment on all the issues like cricket commentator who go on speaking, "Arey, usne aisa khelna tha, isne aisa khelna tha." Everybody has their opinions. But are we asked to give opinion? Am I qualified to give opinion? Can I enter in all affairs? Is it the duty of a GBC? Is it a duty of temple president? Is it my duty? If somebody is not doing duty, Krishna is there to control. Krishna is the one who is managing all the temples, all the centers, all whole universes. Even non-devotees are under control of Krishna. It's nothing like, out of control of Krishna. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, even Muslims were ruling that time. He didn't disturb Muslims who were meat eaters, breaking 4 eggs. Why he didn't disturb? So we should not interfere in any affairs. If we are asked to give guidance or opinion, we should share. Otherwise, we should not. ISKCON में भी बहुत सारा समस्या होता है. But we cannot get disturbed by those things. So in our practical life, first duty is to control mind and senses. How to control the mind and senses? By reading. We have to understand this. So one cannot make any advancement in spiritual life without controlling the mind and senses. Everyone within this material world is engrossed in mode of passion and ignorance. If you are under passion and ignorance, one should not instruct others. One should not guide. So passion and ignorance, I am myself in the passion and ignorance, how I can instruct? So if we are being told to do that, then only we should do. Not everybody can become temple president, everybody can become GBC, everybody can become authorities. No. No. One must promote himself to the platform of goodness by following the instructions of Rupa Goswami. First and foremost thing is this: control mind and senses. Then further, how we need to advance, Krishna will reveal within our heart or through the scriptures. First and foremost thing, how to talk in public, how to talk in between superiors. Am I guiding my superiors? Am I giving instruction to my superiors? Or am I becoming servant of am I hearing attentively what superiors are telling to me? This is very, very practical. Ground to earth, no? So, very important. Okay. Green one.
Yes. Advancement in Krishna consciousness depends on the attitude of the follower. A follower of Krishna consciousness movement should become a perfect Goswami.
So, what Prabhupada is expecting, what Rupa Goswami is expecting, we should make perfect Goswamis whose mind and senses are completely controlled and how to engage it in devotional service. We have to make perfect Goswamis. How we can make? By it depends on the attitude of the follower. We should train the attitude. And mentality and sincerity of the follower is very important. Mentality and sincerity will depend on attitude. So, attitude of the follower. What is the attitude? I am servant. And everything is managed by Guru and Krishna perfectly. Even if something is wrong going on, it is under control of Guru and Krishna. I am not the controller. It's not like nothing is under control. So we have to perfectly understand Krishna is the one who is managing through his pure devotees. He uses pure devotees, not impure people. He will never use impure people. So we should always try to become pure and make others pure. Perfect Goswamis. Without purity, you cannot touch Krishna. Purity is very important. Purity is a force. Falena parichay. Then Krishna Shakti Vina Taranai Pravartan. कृष्ण टच के बिना किसी को सफलता भी नहीं मिलेगी. So Vaishnavas are generally known as Goswamis, whose mind and senses are controlled. हम भक्ति शास्त्री पढ़ने के बाद भी हम अगर इंद्रिय हम कुछ भी बोलते रहेंगे, कोई भी इश्यू में घुसते रहेंगे, है ना, और कुछ भी खाते रहेंगे, है ना, बाहर कोई भी चीज डाल लेंगे अंदर, ऑफर्ड है कि नहीं? ऑफर्ड नहीं है तो कैसे खाऊंगा मैं? इट्स नॉट ऑप्शनल, इट इज कंपल्सरी, है ना. So we should not have the following four regulative principles. It's compulsory. Once Prabhupada was telling, if you don't follow four regulative principles, even I cannot protect you. I cannot protect you. So Goswami, first thing is to control mind and senses. Otherwise, we cannot hear these scriptures. We will get nice sleep, and we will get nice, time pass, and we will get nice certificate, and we will tell everybody I am Bhakti Shastri also. But the real certificate is given by Krishna. So in Vrindavan, there is this is the title by which director of each temple is known. One who wants to become a perfect devotee of Krishna must become a Goswami. Leader is the one who controlled his senses. Goswami. Go means senses. Swami means the master. Unless one controls his senses and mind, one cannot become a Goswami. to achieve the highest success in life, becoming a Goswami and then a pure devotee of the Lord. पहला गोस्वामी बाद में प्योर डिवोटी, ऐसा नहीं कि पहला प्योर डिवोटी बन जाएंगे बाद में गोस्वामी बनेंगे. फर्स्ट इज गोस्वामी, है ना. सो फर्स्ट इज गोस्वामी, देन प्योर डिवोटी. Can any pure devotee cannot control his senses, breaks any four legs? It's not at all possible. No. So when Nityananda Prabhu comes, even with the drink wine and beautiful young girls, and still his mind will not be agitated. Bhishma Dev and all these people, they are staying with the young girls and in the kingdom, and then still remaining brahmacharya is not an ordinary thing. So exceptional cases. When Krishna is embracing gopis and kissing and not getting agitated, it's such a greatness. कोई लोग, हमारे जैसा लोग सिर्फ फोटो देखने से इंद्र तृप्ति आ जाते हैं. So what to speak of other thing? But they are such a great people. Their senses are fully under control. So first and foremost thing is we have to control senses. Then pure devotee. Pure devotee बाद में, अगर बिना sense control pure devotee कैसे बनेंगे? One must follow the instructions of Upadeshamrita, which is given by Srila Rupa Goswami. What are those? First, what senses to control? Tasmat tvam indriyani adau niyamya varatarshava. Our enemies are काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, मद, मत्सर, ये 6 अनर्थों को जीतने वाले असली हीरो है. ये नहीं कि बड़ा बड़ा मंदिर बनाएंगे, बड़ा बड़ा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन खोल देंगे, बड़ा फॉलोअर्स लेके आएंगे, बड़ा पैसा लेके आएंगे. पाए ना धनम ना जनम ना सुंदरी. दिस इज नॉट द मेजरमेंट ऑफ सक्सेस. सक्सेस बैरोमीटर इज माइंड एंड सेंसेस कंट्रोल्ड, है ना. पहले खुद का अपना अंदर का अचीवमेंट करना है, बाद में एक्सटर्नल. एक्सटर्नल नहीं हुआ है तो भी चलता है, भगवान कृष्ण डजंट माइंड. बट इंटरनली इफ वी डिडंट कॉन्कर आवर माइंड एंड सेंसेस, देन वी कैन नॉट. सो Srila Rupa Goswami has given many other books such as Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Vidagdha Madhava and Lalita Madhava. But Upadeshamrita constitutes the first instructions for the neophyte devotees. Upadeshamrita is for the neophyte devotees. Advanced devotee means what? Who has controlled his mind and senses. Prabhupada बोलते थे, ये बीड़ी फूकना बंद नहीं किया और वो सोचते ही एडवांस है. गुटखा खाता है, चाय पीता है और ये अपने आप को एडवांस बोलते हैं. कैसे एडवांस्ड हो सकता है? कोई इंजीनियरिंग पास हो गया अब सबसे एडिशन सब्सट्रैक्शन गलत कर, कैसे हो सकता है? हो सकता है. Is there any chance that if somebody who passed engineering and doing addition subtraction mistakes? So advanced devotee means who has controlled his mind and senses. But is where Gaur Mohan Day, Srila Prabhupada is to tell, I saw so many sadhus, but I never respected them. My father used to call every day 10 people to feed them. I saw so many sadhus who was beer, smoking, drinking. Some sadhus have unlimited internet or seeing cinema songs. They are not sadhus. Their dress पहनने से साधु नहीं होता है. तिलक पे घंटी तिलक पहनने से साधु नहीं होता है. So this Upadeshamrita is for neophyte devotees. We are all neophyte devotees. We are not advanced devotees. Advanced means who can understand the mind of Guru and Krishna, Prabhupada. One should follow these instructions very strictly. Then it is easier to make one's life successful. Hare Krishna. So while following, our attitude is very important. Attitude of the follower. Advancement is dependent on the attitude. Our attitude should be based on scriptures like Upadeshamrita. Any doubts in this preface? So, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada on Vishwarup Mahotsav Day, Krishna Balram Mandir, Raman Riti Vrindavan, Prabhupada has written this preface. Now we'll read first verse. We'll discuss how much items we can discuss on this, and then everybody can repeat. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam
Jivva vegam udara upastha vegam
Jiva
Jiva
vegam
vegam udara
upastha
upastha
vegam.
vegam
Etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira
Etan
Etana
vegam
vegani yo vishaheta dhira
Sarvamapi mam prithvim sasishyat
Sarvam apimam
Sarvamapi mam
prithvim
prithvim
sasishyat.
sasisyat
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam
Vacho vegam
Vacho
manasa
vegam
krodha
manasa krodha
vegam.
vegam
Jivva vegam udara upastha vegam
Jiva
Jiva
vegam
vegam
upastha
udarastha
vegam.
vegam
Etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira
Etan
Etana
vegam
vegani yo
yogasheta
vishaheta
dhira.
dhira
Amapi mam prithvim sasishyat
Sarvam apimam prithvim
Sarvamapi mam
sasishyat.
prithvim sasisyat
Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam
Vacho
Vacha
vegam
krodha
manasa
vegam.
Jiva vegam udara upastha vegam
Jiva
Jiva
vegam udara
vegam
upastha
udarastha
vegam.
vegam
Etan vegan yo vishaheta dhira
Etan vegam
Etana vegani yo
yogasheta dhira.
vishaheta
Amapi mam prithvim sasishyat
Sarvam
Sarvamapi
apimam
mam
prithvim
prithvim
sasishyat.
sasisyat
So, first and foremost instruction is what? This first verse. Everybody is trying to become guru or superior. In this, there is a superior, but superior how he should be. To become a superior, how he should be. How to become a leader or guru in our sampradaya. Not just number of years. No. There are 6 Vegas. A sober person who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands, action of anger, urges of tongue, belly, and genitals is qualified to make disciples all over the world. This is the qualification to become a facilitator, counselor, or guru, shiksha guru, anything. This is the foremost thing. You know? So these are 6 urges we need to control. We need to control our 6 urges. What are those 6 urges? Vacha vegam, manasa vegam, krodha vegam, jivva vegam, udara vegam, upastha vegam. These are the 6 urges. Those who are able to control these 6 items, they are qualified to make disciples all over the world. This is the qualification to become guru. And among these 6 Vegas, the serial number of seriality is also mentioned by Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami has never done any single mistake in his books. He's an ultra pure devotee. Vacha of speech, vegam urge, manasa of the mind, krodha of anger, vegam urge, jivva of the tongue, vegam urge, udara upastha of the belly and genitals, vegam urge, etan these vegan urges, ya whoever, vishaheta can tolerate, dhira is sober, Sarvan all, api certainly, imam this, prithvim world, sa that personality, shishyat can make disciples. So everybody can repeat after me. So a sober person who can tolerate
A
A
sober
sober
person who
person
can
who can
tolerate
tolerate
the urge to speak,
the
the
urge
the
to
urge
urge
speak,
to
to
speak,
speak,
the mind's demands,
the
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 mind's
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 demands,
demand,
demands,
action of anger,
actions of
actions of
actions of
anger,
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 and urges of tongue,
and the
the
urges
urges
of
of the
tongue,
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 belly,
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 and genitals
and
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 genital
genitals
genitals
is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
is
is
qualified to
qualified to
qualified
make
make
to make
disciples
disciples
all over
all
the
disciples
over
world.
the
all over the
world.
world.
So again, we should recite. A sober person who can tolerate
A
A
sober
sober
person who
person
can
who can
tolerate
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 the urge to speak,
the
the
urge
urge
to
to
urge to
speak,
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 the mind's demands,
the
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 mind's
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 demand,
demand,
demands,
actions of anger,
the
actions
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 of
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 anger,
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 and urges of tongue,
the
and the
urges of
urges
of
of
tongue,
the
tongue,
tongue,
belly, and genitals
belly,
belly,
and
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 genitals
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 is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
is
is
qualified
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 to
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 make
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 disciples all
disciples
disciples
over
all
the
all
over
world.
over
the
the
world.
world.
Third time we'll recite. A sober person who can tolerate
A
A
A
sober
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 person who
person
can
person
who
who
can
tolerate
can
tolerate
tolerate
the urge to speak,
the
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 urge
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 to
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 speak,
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 the mind's demands,
the
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 mind's
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 demand,
demands,
demand,
actions of anger,
the
the
actions
action
of
actions
of
of
anger,
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 and tongue and urges of tongue
and
the
and
the
the
urges
urges
of
urges
of
the
of the
tongue,
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 and genitals, belly and
belly,
genitals
belly
belly
and
belly
and
and
genitals
genitals,
genitals
is qualified to make disciples all over the world.
is
is
qualified to
qualified
make
to make
disciples all
disciples
over the
all over
world.
the world.
And Sanskrit also we need to understand these urges, Sanskrit words and English meaning words. Vacho vegam, manasa vegam, krodha vegam, jivva vegam, udara vegam, upastha vegam. These are the 6 vegas. So everybody should remember this. No? 6 vegas, urges. No? Then only we can go ahead. No? Sanskrit, Vacho Vegam, first. Second, Manasa Vegam, Krodha Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udara Vegam, and Upastha Vegam. 6 Vegas. Sanskrit, Vacha means speech. First thing is to control speech. Vacha Vegam. And Manasa Vegam, mind has to be controlled. Then Krodha Vegam. Jiva Vegam, the tongue, you know. The udara means belly, and upastha means genitals. All these 6 vegas who has control, then only he has who can tolerate the urge to speak, the mind's demands. Who can tolerate, not giving freedom. For these urges, we should not give freedom. We should always control this, having tolerance. अगर हमारे को गुस्सा भी आ रहा है, can I control my anger? Can I control the? I have to speak something. I have to shout on someone. But can I control that? So all this tolerance. तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानिना मानदेन कीर्तनीया सदा हरि is written. This tolerance is very important. Trunadapi sunichena. What is the tolerance of Trunadapi sunichena? Tarorapi sahishnuna. Trun, एक घास की trum की तरह tolerate होना चाहिए. Even if superiors trouble us, even if they chastise us, even they rebuke us, we should not get disturbed. So Parikshit Maharaj, तिरस्कृता विप्रलब्ध शप्ता शप्ता हतापि नस्य तत् प्रतिकुर्वन्ति तद्भक्ता प्रभवा अपि. Parikshit Maharaj. There are materialistic leaders who get disturbed by insults and they become leaders to take revenges. They are not the real leaders. The real leaders are the ones who control their senses and mind. So, not uncontrollable people. Tolerance is very important word here. Not intolerant. Tolerant. What tolerance we have to tolerate? Urge to speak, mind's demands, actions of anger, urges of tongue, belly, and genital. These urges are natural for everyone. But those who can control this, tolerate this, they are the Goswamis. How to become Goswami? This has to be tolerated. These urges. Then only he can become a guru. He is qualified to make disciples all over the world. गुरु की पहचान ऐसी होती है ना. So I have seen so many Srila Prabhupada disciples, very humble, those who are sustaining till now. You see, observe them. Many things are caught and taught. जो सिखाना है वाले भी बहुत सिखा. मैं भी रजोगुण तमोगुण में फंस जाता हूँ कभी कभी. कभी कभी क्या, most of the time. But that's why we are not qualified to make disciples. To become a guru, this just has to be controlled. ना. सो गुरु बनने के लायक मतलब ये होनी चाहिए ना. सो वन हैज टू टॉलरेट दिस urges. वन शुड नॉट शो अवर मैं इतना खाता हूँ, मैं इतना सोता हूँ. Appreciating these things of others or oneself is not good thing. So we will discuss this purport. We will hear what Prabhupada has elaborately described about every item, every Vega. Prabhupada has discussed every Vega. We have to completely discuss nicely about these Vegas. Otherwise, it becomes confused. So we have to hear from pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. Pure devotee means who doesn't make mistakes. He gives perfect meaning, no ambiguity in understanding. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Parikshit Maharaj placed a number of intelligent questions before Sukadeva Goswami. One of the questions was, why do people undergo atonement if they cannot control their senses? This is the foremost important question. Questioning is the sign of intelligence. What question do we ask to ourselves? फालतू क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछना है. इंजीनियरिंग में ज्वाइन हो गया, after joining engineering, if somebody is asking, 2 plus 2 is how much? Is it an intelligent question? Teacher will reward. So we need to ask a genuine question, which is according to the level of that person. So here Parikshit Maharaj is placing number of intelligent questions before Sukadeva Goswami, and Sukadeva Goswami is appreciating the questions of Parikshit Maharaj, and they are very perfect combination. One of these questions was, why do people undergo atonement? What is the use of atonement if they cannot control their senses? If they cannot control senses, they cannot become anything. In spiritual life, he cannot do anything. But he has to tolerate the urges of senses, mind. So, Parikshit Maharaj is asking, very important, atonement. No? Atonement means what? They want to overcome, but they are not able to. Atonement. Like Christians go to churches, they confess, but they doesn't improve. But that means they are not sincere. They doesn't want to overcome. But what is the use of atonement if they cannot control the senses? For instance, if a thief may know perfectly well that he may be arrested for his stealing, and he may actually even see another thief arrested by police, yet continues to steal. चोर को पता नहीं क्या चोरी करना गलत है बोल के? A thief doesn't know it is wrong. He knows it, but he cannot tolerate. He cannot control that. For that, he has to be punished. By punishment only one will get understand. जिसको टॉलरेंस नहीं है उसको पनिश करना पड़ता है ना? So can somebody read this green line?
Arjun Sarthi Prabhuji.
Is gathered by hearing and seeing. One who is less intelligent gathers experience by seeing, and who is more intelligent gathers experience by hearing.
Very, very, very important statement. The lesson is very important. This thief and police. A thief is arrested by police, and thief knows it is wrong, but still is doing thing. Because if you do wrong things once, you will become addicted. And your hearing will not give you much support to you. Once we do wrong thing, if you अगर कोई चोरी करेगा उसको नेक्स्ट टाइम करेगा, फिर तीसरा करेगा, फिर चौथा करेगा, it repeats. And so one who is gathering experience, who experience is gathered by hearing and seeing. There are two ways. And less intelligent people gathers experience by seeing. And who is more intelligent? Intelligent person gathers experience by hearing. मैंने सुना, मेरा गुरु महाराज ने बोला है, there is no taste in the sense gratification. है ना? हमारा गुरु बोल रहा है, हमारा आचार्य बोल रहा है, कृष्ण बोल रहा है, तो हमें उसके ऊपर विश्वास रखना चाहिए, है ना? More intelligent people gathers experience by hearing, not the one who sees and experiences. So this is very, very, very important statement Prabhupada is giving us. So you all can repeat. Experience is gathered by hearing.
Experience is gathered by hearing
Hearing.
And seeing.
And
and
seeing.
seeing.
One who is less intelligent
One
One who is less
Less
intelligent
intelligent
gathers experience by seeing.
gathers
gathers
experience
experience
by
by
seeing.
seeing.
And one who is more intelligent
And
One who is more intelligent
intelligent
gathers experience by hearing.
gathers
gathers experience by hearing.
When an intelligent person hears from the law books and shastras or scriptures that stealing is not good and hears that a thief is punished when arrested, he refrains from theft. A less intelligent person may first have to be arrested and punished for stealing to learn to stop stealing.
My God.
You know? So some people will not transform by hearing. They will not take serious. First they have to be arrested, then they will be punished, then they will, oh, stealing is very bad. And how they can anybody read this? Pink one.
However, a rascal, a foolish man, may have the experience of both hearing and seeing, and may even be punished, but still he continues to steal. Even if such a person atones and is punished by the government, he will again commit theft as soon as he comes out of the jail. If punishment in jail is considered atonement, what is the benefit of such atonement? Thus Parikshit Maharaj inquired.
So there is no use of punishment also. For that, he's a rascal. He's going to do same thing. If he just come out and he will do such nonsense thing. You know? So Prabhupada is telling he's a rascal, a foolish man. Man have both experience of hearing and seeing also, and may even be punished also. Still he continues to steal. Guarantee punarjanma also. So you cannot overcome those things. So what is the use of atonement? Dushtva sutabhyam yat papam janan api atmano hitam karoti bhuyo vishvasa prayaschittam atokatam kvachin nivartate abhadrat kvachit charati tatpuna prayaschittam ato apartam manye kunjara sauchabat. Can somebody read this yellow line and we will conclude for today?
Yes, Parikshit Maharaj compared atonement to an elephant's bathing. The elephant may take a very nice bath in the river, but as soon as it comes out on the bank, it throws dirt all over its body. What then is the value of its bathing?
So here Parikshit Maharaj is inquiring very nicely in 6.1.9 and 10. So atonement is not the solution. So like just externally telling 4 eggs is not, or something is not very important. Okay, information we have to give, but transformation is very important. Like Arjuna heard Bhagavad Gita and he got transformed. But Dhritarashtra also heard Bhagavad Gita and he did not get transformed. Some people, even after hearing, they don't get transformed. So what is the cause? We need to understand. Parikshit Maharaj is asking, elephant will take nice bath in the river and comes out and put all dust on its body. So we will continue tomorrow. Any doubts till now? No doubts? Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Shri Rupa. हाँ Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Please pray for
Thank you,
me.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.